it's Mrs. Krafchak. Thank you for joining me for today's math lesson today. So for this week, we are going to have this big goal, and our goal is to compare the numbers 0 through 5. So we're going to be using words like more or less to compare 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we're going to be doing that this week. So you'll see this goal throughout the week. What you'll need today is you'll need your session papers we are on lesson 4, session 1, and you will also need to get some counters. I would get about 10 little Lego pieces or coins or whatever you have that you could use as a counter, and also a pencil and some crayons would be great too. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video if you need to grab those things. Otherwise, join me on the next slide. All right, guys, I want you to look at these two pictures here, okay? I see a sun, and then I see a rain cloud here with rain coming from it. Friends, which would you like more of? Would you like more sun or more rain? Now, if this was me, I would like more sun because I love when it's sunny days and my kids and I can get outside to play. I know my friends at school, they like to get out for recess. But guess what? Mr. Krafchak, he probably would want more rain because right now we are growing our grass in our yard, and he would like it if it would rain, so then he wouldn't have to water the grass. So talk to your grown-up, what would you like more of? Would you like more of the sun or the rain? So you can go ahead and pause the video and do that. All right, what do you think more means? And what do you think less means? More. Think if I want more of something, I'm going to want a lot of it, right? If I want less of something, I don't want very much of it. All right, so more we want a lot of, less would be not as much, okay? I want you to look at the next screen. All right, so I have, because it's going to be Halloween soon, I have a kid in a dog costume, and then I also have a child in a ghost costume. All right, so who has more candy corn? Let me just move this out of the way here. Who has more candy corn? Does the dog costume or the ghost costume have more? So take a look at the candy corn pieces and think who has more. So I want you to think of that, okay, as we go to the next slide. All right. How can we find out? We're going to be answering these questions on the next slide. How can we find out if the dog and ghost have first the same number of snacks, and how can we find out who has more? Well, what we're going to do, friends, is we are going to, so take a look. We have our candy corn pieces. So this boy has 3, and the ghost has 2, because I see 1, 2, and over here I see 1, 2, 3. All right. So what we're going to do is I want you in front of you, I just want you to get out your counters, okay? And I want you to put 3 counters in front of you like I have done, okay? That's for the boy with the dog costume because he has 3 pieces of candy corn. 1, 2, 3. And then on the other side in front of you, I want you to put 2 counters because that is for the boy in the ghost costume. He had 2 pieces of candy corn. 1, 2. Okay, what we're going to do, friends, is we're going to do something called making pairs. Now, a pair means 2. There's 2 into a pair, okay? Like you wear a pair of shoes, all right? So, and you have 2 shoes. So we're going to make pairs to find out who has more, okay? So I'm going to take 1 from each side. Okay, so I'm going to do this. So this is the boy with the dog costume. And I'm going to take 1 from the boy with the ghost costume. All right, I just made a pair down here. All right, now it looks like I have enough to make another pair. So I'm going to take 1 from the boy with the dog costume and 1 from the boy with the ghost costume. All right. So looking at this, I made 2 pairs down here. Now look I have 1 left, and it's in my, it's under my number 3 here. So if there's 1 left, that means that 3 must be more than 2. Okay, there's none left in the 2 box here, and there's 1 left in the 3 box. So 3 is more than 2. So looking at this, friends, I can also use my pen tool here. I'm going to make a pair. I get rid of this candy corn piece and this candy corn piece. I made a pair. Now I'm going to get rid of this candy corn piece and this one, okay? And you can see that one is left over, so the dog has more candy corn, all right? Because 3 is more than 2, all right? Okay. I'm just going to put these back up real quick, friends. There, thank you. All right. Now for the next activity, it's going to be fun. If you have it, I would like you to see if you could find 1 dice, okay, just 1. And maybe like a plastic bowl or something like that, that you can roll your dice into, okay? I'd also like you to get a red crayon and a blue crayon. Okay, so I want you to get those things, and you'll also need your session papers. So go ahead, pause the video, and I will meet you on the next screen when you are ready. All right, welcome back. I hope you got everything you need. What I want you to do first, friends, is I want you to color, so you're on page 61 here. We're going to be playing a game called Which Box Has More? Okay, you're going to need your counters too for this. What we're going to do is we're going to roll a dice, okay? The first roll, we're going to put counters into the blue box. For the second roll, we're going to put counters into the red box. And then we're going to make pairs and see which box has counters left over, and that will be the box that has more. Okay, so we'll do it a couple of times, and if you think it's really fun and you want to keep doing it, you can go ahead and continue. Okay, after the lesson, or you could pause the video and continue on before you press play again. All right, so I have this cool interactive dice. And if you don't have a dice, just do it with me, okay? So I'm going to use this. So I'm going to roll it. All right, my first roll, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now I got to roll it again because I have to put counters into my red box. 4 this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so I'm going to move 4 counters over. Oh, they're going behind. 1 second. Let me just, let me go back here. Sometimes we just have to change the order of something. Maybe that'll work. Oh, it's going behind it. So I'll just put it on the side. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So we're comparing 5 and 4. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to make pairs like we did before. All right, so I'm going to take 1 from this side and 1 from the red box side and make a pair. All right, I'm going to keep going until I can't make any more pairs. I'm going to take 1 from the blue box side and 1 from the red box side. I'm going to make pairs. Okay, so I have a pair. Now here's another one. Take 1 from the blue box side, 1 from the red box side, and I've made another pair. All right, I'm going to do 1 from blue box, 1 from the red, and I made another pair. Remember, guys, I was comparing on this side, I had 5, and this side I had 4. There are no counters left over on the 4 side, okay? But there's 1 left over on the 5 side in the blue box. So I know that 5 is more than 4. It's actually just 1 more than 4. Okay, so 5 is more. It's bigger. All right, let's do 1 more. Get my pointer here. All right, here's the next one. Okay, you ready? Let's roll our dice. We got 2. I'm going to put 2 on the blue box side. 1, 2. And I'm also going to write the number 2. All right, let's do their next one. Our next roll. 1. All right, I'm going to put 1 on this side and the red box side. We'll put it on the side here because remember, it's not letting me, it's going behind for some reason. All right, now remember, I need to make pairs, and a pair means 2. So I'm going to take 1 from the blue box side and 1 from the red box side. All right, so here's 1 from here, 1 from here. Now look at, there's no more counters here, but there is 1 left on the blue box side. So 2 is more than 1, okay, because I have some left over. All right, friends. So that's just a fun game. If you would like to continue to play that game, you definitely can. And if you don't have a dice, you could have just a grown-up call-out numbers that are between 1 and 6. Okay, so you can do it that way. So there's different ways to do it if you don't have the tools that we have right now at school. All right. All right, you guys, we're going to compare more groups of numbers. So now we're on page 62, okay? And we're going to compare using counters to find out if they are the same, what we're comparing is the same, or if one has more. Okay, so I'm going to need to get my snacks here. I have lots of snacks. I love having little snacks at school, okay? Because it can be a long day. All right, I'm going to hold up one snack in one hand, and then I'm going to try to hold up 3 snacks in the other hand. Okay, so let me get this so you're seeing it the right way. Oh, I got to switch. Oh, where is it? There we go. 1. Here's 1. And then here's my other 3. It's hard to see, I know. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to write those numbers in here. So I had 1, and then here I had 3. Pretend this is my left hand, and this is my right hand. Guys, I want to know which hand has more snacks. Okay, is it my hand with 1 or my hand with 3? So I'm going to put in my counters, okay? I put 1 here, and I put 3 here. All right, now do you remember what I'm going to make to see which number is more? I'm going to make pairs. Okay, so I'm going to take 1 from this side and 1 from this side, and I've made a pair. Now look, guys, there's no more on this side. That means 3 is more than 1 because 3 still has counters. It actually has 2 more counters. It's 2 more than 1. Okay, because if I count, I go 1, and then I go 2, 3. All right. All right, now what if this time I tell you that I have 2 snacks? Let me get my eraser. I have 2 snacks on this side in this hand. Okay, and I have 2 snacks in this hand. Okay, let me put my counters to show. Here's 1, 2 snacks. Here's 1, 2 snacks. All right, so I got 2 and 2. All right, so let's make our pairs. Take 1 from this side and 1 from this side. I made a pair. Look, I have 1 from this side, and I can also do another one from this side. I made another pair. I don't have any counters in either box. What do you think that means? Oh, it means that those numbers are the same. It's a big word. We call it they're equal. Okay, they're exactly the same. 2 and 2 are the same. Neither of these numbers are more than each other because they're exactly the same number. Okay? But making these pairs like this helps us figure that out easier. All right, I would like you to look at this one. I want you to pause the video and tell your grown-up which hand has more. And then I'll meet you back here, okay? All right, welcome back. All right, guys, which hand has more? Does this hand on this side have more or this hand on this side? You know what we need to do? We got to count how many are on each hand, how many pencils. Okay, this hand has 1, 2, 3 pencils. And this hand has 1, 2, 3 pencils. Now, do you remember if both the numbers are the same? So I got 3 and 3. What does that mean again? Is there a winner? Is there someone who has more? No, because they're the same. Yeah, I could get rid of both of these 2 on the top and make a pair, the ones in the middle and the ones on the bottom. That means I wouldn't have any in either hand, so they both are the same. Okay, the hands have the same number of pencils. All right, you guys, the last thing we're going to do for this lesson is the next page. What you're going to do is you are going to draw some pictures to show what more looks like, okay? And you can use pictures, if you want to use words, you can use numbers. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So it says more up here. Want to see how I showed more? And then you can try it. All right, I put 3 smiley faces, 1, 2, 3, and 2 hearts, 1, 2. I'm going to circle which group has more to show more? And you know what, guys? I know 3 is more than 2, so I'm going to circle the smiley faces because they show more. If you want to draw a similar picture, you can go ahead and do that. All right, for the next one, let's see what's behind it. Oh, I put some numbers. I put the number 4 and the number 2. Now, just by holding up those fingers, friends, when I hold up the 4, I have more fingers that I hold up than the 2. Okay, so I am going to circle the 4 because 4 is more than 2. All right. That is what we're going to do. I want you to come up with your own example of more in this box here, and I want you to show your grown-up. All right. And you can go ahead, you can do similar pictures that I did here. That's fine too, or you can come up with your own pictures. Just make sure you show your grown-up when you are done. All right, friends, thank you for joining me today where we were comparing numbers between 0 and 5, and we were using the word more when we were comparing them. Thanks for joining me today. Bye, friends.